and presents. Lots of presents. Most come from Santa, but have you noticed sometimes there's a present a little off to the side under the tree? Nobody quite knows where it came from. It might have come from Babushka. Have you heard of Babushka, anyone? No? Well, my mother told me the story of Babushka, and my friends and I are going to tell you her story. You'll see us as children, gypsies, circus people, and even a scary goblin or two. It all starts in a small village a few miles from Bethlehem. We all know Bethlehem. Well, this was the night that all happened. Every year, it was the same. Days grew shorter, nights grew longer. It seemed like the dark would overtake the light. But the villagers knew what to do to get the sun to come back. Every midwinter eve, they went out dancing, laughing, and singing in the square. Babushka, feeling old and tired, never went outside to celebrate with the rest of the villagers. She sat alone in her tiny hut, knitting, sweeping, and dusting. She could hardly remember who she was knitting the little cap for anymore. So she put it on one side and began her chores. As she always said, you never know when there might be a knock on the door. see 3 very elegantly dressed people with all the animals and equipment you'd expect for a long journey. She invited them in.
What brings you out on such a cold night?
We're following that star.
Which star?
That one in the east.
Where?
The bright one?
I still don't see it.
The one that's moving.
Oh, nothing special about that star, but that's your business, not mine. Well, you'll need some food, and you can sleep in the stable.
That would be great, thanks.
Everyone says you have the cleanest stable in town.
Why would anyone want to follow a star?
We're looking for a child.
There are plenty of children. I don't need a star to find one.
This child is special.
I was climbing up the ladder. I was headed for the top. I was young and smart and lucky. There was no way I could stop. I had my eye on the corner office with a view of the Bithon. And then there was that star.
I mean, every calculation, the tea leaves gave their word. The planets were in alignment. My future was assured. I was headed for bigger things. Was right there in my chart. And then there was this star.
It said follow, so I followed, and it led me every step of the way. It said follow, so I followed, and here I am today.
I did not believe it. I was harder to convince. I'm a man of science, and I need evidence. I thought reason could explain away everything I saw. But then there was that star.
It said follow, so I followed, and it led me every step of the way. It said follow, so I followed, and here I am today. It said follow, so I followed, and it led me every step of the way. It said follow, so I followed, and here I am today. I don't know how we got this far. We were lost. Then there was this star. So I stepped off my ladder.
And I made some brand new charts.
And I took off my blinders.
And we opened up our hearts. We packed our camels with bags of gold, frankincense and myrrh. And then we set out for that star. It said follow, so I followed, and it led me every step of the way. It said follow, so I followed, here I am today. It said follow, so I followed, and it led me every step of the way. It said follow, so I followed, and here I am today. I don't know how we got this far. We were lost, then there was this star.
You should come with us.
Sorry. Me? I'm much too old for travel, and I've got all my chores to do. Who'd wash these dishes if I left?
We'll be leaving in the morning. If you change your mind, there's always an extra camel.
I'm sure I won't change my mind. You young people have the time and energy for dreams and stars. I'm happy right here in the village I've always known.
I'll be your way. Thanks again for the meal and bed.
sleep as Babushka cleared the dishes. She went back to her knitting and fell asleep. She woke up the next morning feeling refreshed, and she had a change of heart.
You know, I should have gone with those magi. It would have been fun to see a bit of the world. No, it's much too scary out there. All kinds of strange things. It's better if I just stay here, safe at home.
As she stood outside her front door, some children from last night's celebration walked by.
You missed a good party.
My mom says she remembers you when you were young. Did you really dance all night?
You're the best at story time. You should get out and learn some more stories.
Oh, children, my traveling days are long gone. You're the one who should be getting out, learning new stories.
You're not old, but I think you might be scared.
Oh, am I? What am I scared of?
New things.
The games you played in childhood came with a set of rules. You knew just where the lines were. You knew just what to do. But every now and then a ball goes over the fence, and suddenly the lines you draw just don't make any sense. If you want to catch that ball, you've got to go out of bounds. Out of bounds. Life hands you situations you've never seen before, and the rules you trusted don't seem to work anymore. Walls around your comfort zone can get kind of thin. Breaking down your barriers is how we begin to set you on your way and send you out of bounds. Out of bounds. Better pack your bags. Better grab your hand. You're out of here, no looking back. Yeah, yeah. If you want to catch those wise men, then you better make tracks. We can't give you directions and there aren't any maps. If you want to follow that star, you gotta go out of bounds. Out of bounds.
And what would I give this child, even if I did find him? I'm just a poor old woman.
You've got lots of neat stuff. The children went inside her hut and brought things out. Apples, spoons.
Some kind of weird, cheesy stuff?
They filled an old burlap bag and handed it to her.
Oh, and don't forget this hat.
Yes, maybe it is time I gave all this away. I see you packed my bag for me. I guess I should see if I can catch up to those wise men.
We saw them leave this morning. All you have to do is follow that star.
She put her scarf on her head and her bag over her shoulder and headed out. The children followed her to the edge of the village and then waved her on her way.
This is as far as I've ever gone. Do I hear footsteps? Have I gone wrong? They used to tell all the girls and boys, stay near the village. What's that noise? Everything's different out here, but I've got no choice. I'll move on. I don't know where I'm going. The Magi said follow, so I'll follow. Should I go left? Should I go right? They said follow, so I'll follow. I'll let the star be my guide.
She had a hadn't gone very far when the forest started to close around her, and she started to hear strange noises.
This is a mistake. I need to go back.
She came into a small clearing where there was a wooden cart and some children dancing in a circle.
Oh, no, gypsies. I've always been told to be afraid of gypsies. They'll kidnap me. They'll sell me to pirates.
Oh, no, we're just playing. Would you like to join us?
We are the gypsy children. We come from far away. We're about to make some paper flowers. Would you like to play? You don't need to know the rules. We make them up as we go. When you're a gypsy child, you just let things flow.
Our daddy works in the fields. Our mama works cleaning house. One day when we're old enough, we'll start helping out. But for now we're in the meadow, dancing in the sun. When you're a gypsy child, that's the way it's done.
At night around the fire, Dad plays violin, and Grandma tells a story about the places we have been. Our people came from Egypt, they treated us like slaves. We were broken, lost, and beaten, but somehow we escaped. Now we're gypsy travelers, crossing borders at night. One of these days we'll find a place to build a brand new life. We don't need to break the rules, we just want to be like all the gypsy children, wild and free. Now we're gypsy travelers, crossing borders at night. One of these days we'll find a place to build a brand new life. We don't need to break the rules, we just want to be like all the gypsy children, wild and free. All the gypsy children should be wild,
I don't know why I was afraid. You're just like the children in my village. Let me see if I have something for you.
She reached into her bag and pulled out the spoons.
Grandma was looking for some spoons. This is just what we need. Thanks.
You're welcome. I should be getting along. Did you see the Magi pass this way?
Yes, they went in that direction, toward that star.
Then that's what I have. Goodbye.
The children ran alongside her until she was back on the path and waved her on.
They said follow, so follow. It can't be all that far. They said follow, so follow. I'll keep my eye on that star.
She hadn't gotten too far when the forest started turning dark again.
I can't turn back now. I've come too far. But what's up ahead?
She saw a strange hooded creature, singing and spinning around.
Oh no, a goblin. I was told there were goblins in this forest. He'll steal my money and beat me up.
I'm not a goblin. I was just gathering some nuts and berries for our family supper. at the baker's. He acts like I steal the pie. People that I meet walking down the street cross to the other side. Feel so misunderstood when I'm wearing my hood. Why can't they see? It's only me. People say, why the hoodie? Just wear what everyone wears. There's nothing I can do. My mom wants me to cover up my ears. Feel so understood when I'm wearing my hood. Why can't they see? It's only me. If you're gonna wear a hoodie, I'll tell you something everyone knows. Black, white, short, tall, I don't care, we're all the same beneath our clothes. Why can't they see? It's only me.
You're not scary at all. And I like that hood. Do you think your mom would mind if I borrowed that idea?
I'm sure she'd love for it to catch on.
Can you help me? Did you see some magi pass this way?
Yeah, they went that direction, towards the star in the east.
Thank you. Here, let me get you something for your troubles.
Oh, apples! These will go great with the nuts and berries I found. Well, we'll have great pie tonight. Thanks.
You're welcome, and I need to head out.
Those magi, they said they were looking for a child.
Yes,
Well, I hope you find him.
I think maybe I have. Never mind. You can just have this back to your mom.
They waved goodbye, and Babushka walked back into the forest.
They said follow, so I follow. No reason to be scared. They said follow, so I follow. The star will lead me there.
The forest closed around her yet again. She started to hear laughter and clanking and a bunch of sounds she couldn't identify.
What's that? Evil spirits?
She got into the clearing and saw a two-story house with all kinds of colorful equipment and furniture on the lawn. You're just in time for the circus.
Circus? Oh no, I was told never to hang around circus people. I'll pick up all kinds of bad habits.
It's not the full circus, it's just a practice. It's fun.
Johnny swallows fire and swings on trapeze. Pablo teaches elephants to dance upon their knees. Maria's on the tightrope, high up in the air. In our circus house, there's magic everywhere.
The village doesn't like us because we make a lot of noise. But when you're in the circus, there's not a lot of choice. See, in our circus house, everybody's family.
Dinner time is the best time. Keep the clowns as drinks. And Marco the Magnificent tries to juggle things. The world's strongest woman grabs them before they hit the floor. No matter how much food we eat, there's always a little more.
When we go to a village, we have a big parade. We've got flags of every color and stripes of every shade. Everybody's different, but we're marching side by side. In our circus house, we've got a lot of pride.
Do you want to join the parade?
Some of us are frightening.
Some of us are frauds.
Some of us are pretty good at being pretty odd.
If it wasn't for the circus, we'd have no place to go. In our circus house, we sure put on a show.
This is fun. The children in my village would love this. They're just like you.
Bring them anytime.
Let me get you something. I'm not sure what this is.
Cheese. This will go great on our spaghetti. Thanks.
You're welcome. Did you see any magi pass by
Oh,
here?
the ones that were looking for the child, they went that direction, following that star.
They waved goodbye. As Babushka continued to walk through the forest, she thought about the child she was looking for, and all the children she had met. She came upon a clearing and saw there was a bench. She sat down, exhausted.
They said follow, so I follow. The sun's about to set. They said follow, but I'm getting tired. I'll sit here and rest. I'm almost empty. Everything's gone. I don't see a reason to travel on. I followed that star as far as I go. Now I'll head back through the wind and the snow. I'll go home, broken, almost empty. I see a young girl walking my way. I've got nothing to give her. What will I say? It looks like I didn't pack nearly enough. That's what I get for giving too much. Still scared and lost. She needs someone to trust. What's your problem? You can tell me.
My village kicked me out. Now I don't know what I'll do. I learned how to erase all the bruises on my face till I ran away from home and found myself alone. A guy I'd met said he
hugged the young girl as she sat next to her on the bench. She tried to comfort the girl, but she didn't really have anything to offer. As she started looking through her bag, she saw several of the children which she met coming into the clearing.
We can all help.
There's lots to go around.
There's not much left in the things I brought along, but I was meant to give them all away. If I dig down deep, there might be something left to help you make it through another day.
Before the children left, they filled Babushka's bag with presents they brought from home. Then the young girl walked off into the forest with the children as they all waved goodbye to Babushka. She sat on the bench happily, glad for a chance to rest. A few moments later, the Magi emerged from the forest. What are you doing here?
I was looking for you. Did you find the child you were looking for?
Yes, we did. He was wonderful. We knelt at his cradle and gave him our gifts.
I don't think he liked the myrrh too much. I suppose it was too old for him.
Those shepherds were nice people, though, weren't they?
Oh, I just wish you'd been with us. You would have loved to see him.
I think I did.
What do you mean?
I saw the Christ child in the face of every child I met. I heard his voice in their laughter. I saw his joy in their play. And now that I know where he is, I'm going to continue to look for him.
Where?
Everywhere. Somehow my bag keeps getting filled with gifts. I'm going to travel across the world and give them to all the children I meet. And every gift I give to every child is a gift for the Christ child.
Let's see what we have that we can add.
They took things out of their stores and put them in her bag. Rich things like gold and silver plates, and useful things like clothes and food. We wish you well on your journey, Babushka.
Oh, looks like our star has set.
We hope you can find your way.
Every star in the sky leads to another child, so I can never get lost.
The Magi went off in one direction, and Babushka went in another, looking into the sky, into the world where every Christmas she gives her gifts to all the children. So this is Christmas. Take a look under your tree for that little gift off to the side, and remember it came from Babushka. Now, everyone sing along. Stuart, the guy who wrote it, great. And to all the players who gave their time and were fabulous. So thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.